For years, I told people that decanting wines soften the tannins, but when I started digging into the research, I realized that statement is a bit shaky. Now, this is not something I just heard and started repeating. Long before I worked in wine, I was a wedding planner. I'm Jamaican, I've had many jobs. And one of my favorite tricks was recommending an inexpensive wine. The Fantini Sangiovese was my go-to at that time. I would tell brides to pour this wine into a glass jug and let it sit before serving. They would test it at home and they would always call excited that it worked, that it tastes so much better. So I've always been team decanting, especially younger and cheaper wines. So does decanting wine soften the tannins? A 2012 study found measurable changes in compounds like organic acids and polyphenols after decanting. But experts like Dr. Andrew Waterhouse at UC Davis argues that the amount of oxygen introduced is just too small to significantly soften the tannins. Instead, he believes decanting removes sulfur compounds that hide fruit aromas, allowing the wine to be more expressive. And I will say in the 2012 study, there was a varying decanting length time and also some more aggressive decanting style that you wouldn't really do at home. But it does give the whole pour the wine in a blender a little bit more merit. I have to try that. As I read more about the science of decanting, my mind kept going back to breath work. Before meals, especially when life feels busy or overwhelming, I often pause for a minute of box breathing. It helps to activate my parasympathetic nervous system, calming my body's stress response, and which allows me to become more present before I eat or taste wine. The breath changes how we experience the food and wine, and I think decanting is similar. It's interesting because the pour over coffee has actually been crowned as the best way to brew coffee, and that's largely in part of the air that's introduced in the process. I'm still a French press girl. So even if decanting isn't dramatically changing the chemistry of the wine, but instead changing how we perceive it, giving a wine room to breathe allows it to become more expressive. So I've replaced decanting, especially in a traditional tool, soften tannins, to decanting wine makes it more expressive. So are you actually decanting at home, or is it something that doesn't really cross your mind? Decanters at every price point. Check out the link in my bio for the Vines Play magazine.